This is the Peresca aculeata, commonly known as the Barbados gooseberry. It originates from South America and is a member of the cactus family. But unlike its benevolent cousins, the Peresca plant is quite a vicious specimen, even from a young age. Juveniles have short, hooked spines on the stems and leaves, while adult stems have clusters of hard, straight spines. In the time of the apartheid government's reign, the Bluff Army base needed a defense against rebels. They were under constant threat and the Peresca seemed like a perfect solution, a natural barbed wire. After it was introduced, the seeds were spread throughout the Bluff area by birds or by wind and water. The men in charge of the base thought that the Peresca would be an asset since less manpower would be needed to guard the base. But the people who are now operating in the neighboring Bluff area are paying the price. Before recently, the greenery of the Bluff area was an illusion. While the canopy appeared to be green, the undergrowth was dead or dying. This was due to the growth pattern of the Peresca. It grows from the soil onto trees and finally onto the canopy. Once it reaches the canopy, it forms a dense cover which prevents sunlight from reaching the undergrowth. Without energy from the sun, the undergrowth diminished and there was little left to anchor the soil. The loose soil became vulnerable to rainfall and washaways occurred. This is what alerted concerned parties to the problem. The unstable dune banks would collapse frequently onto the railway tracks. Cleanups and losses to efficiency were expensive and derailments were a real issue. And so, Bulk Connections, a shipping company in the Island View Industrial Complex, took it upon themselves to fight the plant. The company they hired to remove this invasive alien species introduced Peresca's natural enemy to the area, Fenrica guerini, also known as the Peresca flea beetle. Unlike other botched attempts at introducing biological control agents, this endeavor was safe, since the beetles ate only Peresca. However, this was 2 years and 500 beetles ago. What happened to the beetles? They are thought to have died off for some reason. Perhaps local insectivores found them to be very tasty. When the beetles failed, another method was implemented. Peresca growths were poisoned and cut at head and ankle height. All cut material was burned. The remaining stems and roots were then dug up, poisoned and burned. All this is necessary because the resilient Peresca can regrow from a node if it obtains moisture. This method was very efficient and the control actions have so far been effective in reducing canopy cover. This has allowed for the re-establishment of the undergrowth. Subsequent soil washaways are less frequent and of a smaller magnitude. Small indigenous animals have started to move back into the area. It would seem that the Peresca has been beaten back, but periodic management is needed in order to make sure it stays gone. Remember, one healthy stem is all it takes for it to return. The immortal plant may just be biding its time.